Phew. Thank God to Dalai Lama's doctor, he didn't make it, so I'm here. Great. Can you believe this? Hold on. You put the pearls? Okay. What do you want to teach you tonight?
About conscious breathing, changing energy channels.
Yeah. I'm going to surprise you what I'm going to say. And I know I'll not be forgiven for this being a religious man. They think I'm religious. And sometimes they say I'm head of the religion, blah, blah, blah. But they forget I'm a man too. Now the reality is, every religion has messed up all the way. And I have messed you up. It is this scheme, it is a part of that game. I realize that myself, being a religious man, where is the problem? I got kind of sick that there's a rabbi, there's a minister, there's a bishop, there's a cardinal, there are yogis that you can't even count them, there are swami that you cannot write their names, okay? There are temples, there are gurdwaras, there are churches. Safely speaking, 1/10 of the wealth belong to one religion or the other. And 80% of the sacrifices has been made in the name of religion. 60% wars which have killed us as human beings has been fought in the name of God and religion. And what a beautiful religion. Iran is Muslim, Iraq is Muslim, one Allah, and they are killing each other like they don't exist. Where is the wrong? It's not all right. If there is one God, we all worship. That's what moral majority believes, right? We have not as yet decided whether black is really a man or not. And blacks have not decided whether this white is really a human or not. I'm telling you, both work the same way. And Chinese are the brown, that race which has teeny weeny eyes and flat nose. They have not decided whether you guys exist or not. For them, all Africans and all European are the crazy cut of the God. If you listen to their jokes and what they say between themselves, you'll freak out. They say, we found the gunpowder and we gave it to the Europeans so they can kill each other. That's what they say. If you talk to them, the Europeans are excellent people, they say, yeah. They are excellent garbage. That's the words they use. Why so? What is the main reason today as human we have, with all the thousands of years knowledge, with all the avatars, with all the teachers, with all the classic, and what is wrong with God Almighty also? That He has to send avatar and messenger and His son and God knows what, to just straighten out His own people which He created His own image. Have you ever thought of it? I did spend some time. If you do not invite to somebody to a party per mistake because they're private, the person leaves the religion, makes the husband to leave, makes the children to leave, make everything. Ego is hurt. No? That is how religion is. If church minister doesn't give you a flower in the end when you come out, then you go to second, you forget about this, forget about that. That's how people treat religion, and religion treats people also. Very funny way, because religion needs money. Dough. Who has the dough? Religion? Church has money? No. You have the money. Church wants it. So they're going to tell you there's going to be hell, there's going to be this, that. If you be all right, pay for it, the hell will turn into heaven. It has been going on, we can discuss it, we can go deep into it, we can sidetrack it. But the fact is, there is only one person which is exploitable, and that is the householder. Nobody else has the dough. Nobody else has the strength. And nobody else means anything. That's what Guru Nanak understood. He understood the government, the priest, the animals, the bird, the world at large lives off one thing, an householder. Grihastha ashram, maha ashram, devi dev pujtam. The life of a householder is so great and so bountiful and so beautiful, the angels worship it. That's what he told his disciples, those who followed him at that time. And he sang to them the glory of the woman, the glory of the relationship, the glory of the love, the trust, the mutuality and understanding. And all these spiritual people were authentically celibate and put all the ashes on their body and ran into the jungles. He told them they are selfish. They are doing for themselves. They are doing anything. They are walking away from the world. They are crazy. He told the man, look how much money you are spending to make the statue of God out of stone, and you are going to put garlands to it. You are going to worship it. You are going to do everything. That's just the satisfaction of your ego, because you are creating a God with your own hands. You're not going to reach God. He told the mosque and the church, you think God is infinite and you have found it, nobody else. You are so fanatics that you will never find what reality is. He talked and talked and talked. And this talk from heart to heart and from scriptures to scriptures is with us. But the question today is not what he said. Question is, where is the wrong? And it's a very simple fact. You, the id, the personality, should relate to your soul, and your soul should relate to God. But instead of that, you want to relate to God direct. And there's never going to be a way it's going to happen. Though the soul is part you, and human, the ego, is part you, and God in you is part you, but the fact is that soul is the part of God, and it is total of you. So long you have a soul in you, the pranic energy comes to you. That the soul departs. This structure, the beautiful structure with Isle of Olay and all that stuff, dies. Lakh takyan ke mundre, lakh takyan ke har. The $1 million worth of jewelry and the stone and the decorations and the beautiful and all kind of massages and juices, whatever you want to do to yourself. Within 3 days you stink so much, nobody can keep you in the very house which you owned by law of the city. So basically, you want to reach God. That's why anybody who tells me, God is with me, I know the guy is crazy. I immediately know that the person has freaked out and the train has derailed. Moment a person tells me, God is with me, I know the danger. Because I can read through the words. Because nobody has ever reached. Sometimes you say, well, what is the Guru says? Through the Guru only, Jaso Chandao ko hai, Suraj Chade Hazar. If hundreds of moons are there and thousands of suns are there, itte chana hundeyan gurbir gorandar, with all that light, without Guru there is darkness. You don't understand it. What Guru? What is the Guru? Pavan Guru. Pranas are the Guru. Why pranas are the Guru? Because soul's existence is a guarantee, is a collateral for the prana. That's why it is the Guru. And how can this limited man can reach the infinity? Because if the chakras are balanced, the ecstasy is no further than within the reach. How far away the God is and how near the God is, it depends on your balance. You want a message, it depends upon your adjustment of your receiving set, at what frequency and what adjustment you can receive the message. Message is always there. Whether your set can receive the frequency or not, that is the question to decide. And if your bulbs or your wires or your knobs or your receiving units are not accurately accurate, you can't hear. So, message is far away from you. But if your message can be set on the frequency, you hear like anything. You have a telephone in the house, you call the zero, they say, I'll give you repair number, you call the repair number. They say, we'll send a man out 11 o'clock tomorrow, fix it up. What about up to 11 o'clock? He says, adios. We do not know even where defect is. You are no different than that. Do you consciously know your soul or not? That is the game. Do you know consciously God or not? That's not the game. Sometimes by a fashion you say, I know the God. Sometimes you get mad at somebody, say, forget about you, I'm going to find God myself. As God is an ice cream. And you can read the map to reach it. It will be individual foolishness if you don't understand today that God and His secrets are all maps and His direction. Its frequencies and possibilities are all contained in your own soul, which is all within you. How you can relate to your soul? Through your head? No. Through your heart? No. Through you? No. Through your consciousness? Yes. If you are intelligent enough to balance yourself. If you are conscious enough that the other person who is talking to you, from what chakra his frequency is coming, and as you are talking to the other person, what chakra you are at frequency. If you have a conscious availability of knowing your own frequency through your own chakras, you are on the path. You will live because Guru wants you to live. Pranic energy, Pavan, is given to you to live. Why this pranic energy was given to you? Because you were created in the image of God. And God wants you from image to reality. That's why all the religions were created to mobilize man's desire, the very secret desire, the very sacred desire to relate to God and listen to the nad, the anhad, the frequency, to see the ecstasy and bliss and experience. That's the real urge. That's the real goal. That's what you always relate to. And there's nothing wrong to it. But connections are wrong. Nobody wants to go into the soul there's a very funny thing. I have a telephone. They mapped it up in one way or the other. So I pick up the number, press it, call. Instead of ringing on the other side, it's a brrrr, like that. So this line is bad. I put the other line. I did the same thing. It said brrrr. So I just put my P line, went to the other side. I said, what is going on here? I can't call outside at all. They say, you can't. I said, what happened? We have programmed it. I said, what is wrong with that program? Good. What I have to do? They say, well, you have your code number. And when you hear that, do you hear that brrrr? I say, yeah. I say, after that you press the code number, then your call will go through. And say, if I don't press it, I say, then you're going to hear brrrr and then it will disconnect. That's what happened to spiritual student also. They try hard, they connect something, and after that hear brrrr, and they do not know what to do. And that is called Guru Mantra. Guru Mantra vihun prishth janma. Nark sada. One who doesn't have Guru Mantra, his life is nothing but hopelessly ridiculous, and he cannot even go to hell. Can you believe that? Nark sada. He won't even burn in the hell. You think it is good? That means in hell is not for you. Now what else is? The game, as far as you know religious, is heaven and hell. Heaven you can't go, hell you can't reach, then where are you going to go? Then you hang in between here and the magnetic field as a ghost. Inverted, self-contained psyche, which cannot release itself from the magnetic field where our aeroplane can penetrate through. Can you believe? Humans sitting in the aeroplane with a certain force can penetrate through that magnetic field. You hear that big bong, and sometimes your window shatters, and you hear a sound. That's where you penetrate through the magnetic field. You can't go through that. Guru Mantra heen. That happened to Guru Amar Das. When Guru Amar Das was not Guru, he was Amar Das. He used to go to Ganges to visit every year on a pilgrimage. Very holy, very nice, very noble person, no problem. Old. And one day, after coming from Ganges, and in a very satisfactory manner, he met a sadhu, a saintly man. And he told him, he said, I shall be privileged to invite you to my house to have lunch with me. Hesitatingly, the gentleman agreed. He said, okay, I'll go eat. When he sat down there, the food was served. The guy was hungry. Just understand, no misunderstanding. I am telling you what spirituality is. Spirituality is when there is a power, force and temptation. Power, force and temptation. Need and understanding. Time and space. At that moment, if your consciousness is your consciousness, you have reached God. And if you're going to fall, you're not even human. You're animal. So at that moment, he said, do the prayer. He said, no, you do the prayer. He said, I'm not your guru. I'm your guest. You do the prayer with your Guru Mantra. Ah. He looked around. He said, I don't have a guru and I don't have a Guru Mantra. He said, okay, please. Have your food and have your home. Goodbye. He got up and left. Amar Das ran after him. Hey, what is wrong with me? You're a man of God. He said, oh, I'm a man of God, but you are a mantraheen. If I don't tell you what you are, who's going to tell you? I'm telling you as a man of God, you are nothing. And it's a sin to eat at your house. You brought me in as a holy man and man of God. He said, that's true. I said, that's what I have to do my job. I can't eat at your place. He said, are you not hungry? He said, terrible, I'm hungry. I've not eaten for 1 week. Is the food wrong? He said, the most beautiful, delicious. 7 vegetables, 3 puddings, bread, everything, milk, honey, everything. He said, have I offended you? He said, not at all. You're the most beautiful person. I love you. But you invited me as a man of God. I cannot eat at your place because you are mantraheen. He said, what is mantraheen? He said, it is a radio station, or it is existence, or it is a psyche which has no code of frequency. You don't have your code number. As they told me, you can't make a call because you don't know your code. If you do your code, you call, it will connect. He said, what should I do? He said, find a spiritual teacher and find a code number. Go to your guru. Amar Das one day listened to in his own house Gurbani being sung. He asked my daughter, whose scripture you were reading? It was very celestial. He said, the scriptures from the house of Guru Nanak. He said, can I go and see Guru Nanak? She said, no. At this time, Guru Angad is in place of Guru Nanak. He said, my blessed child, take me there. Guru Amar Das went, served Guru Angad, got the Guru Mantra, and got so much into it that Guru Angad gave him the Guruship. That's where disciple merges with the teacher. Amalgamation. It becomes one. That is the theory of one God. All those who believe in one God must amalgamate themselves in one God, but because the ego is not amalgamated, the black is still black, yellow, yellow, brown, brown. Muslim of Iraq and Muslim of Iran are two Muslims fighting for water rights. I was joking today reading that on the Easter, the President Marcos came out and he said, I'm still president. I laughed. I said, nobody cares for Philippines, everybody cares for the American doll. Who stole where? He's still the president. Can you believe that? And I said to myself, what's the difference? We are still the human. Without light, without understanding, without relating to our soul, we are losing this trip. What? I have become this, I have become this. Look at, in Canada, once I went to somebody's house, he was very beautiful to me, a great friend of mine. He said, please come to my house, you are a man of God, please. I want your lotus feet in the whole thing. I said, but this is too surplus and adjective. But I want to get rid of this whole nonsense, I'll go. There was no way. With some people, you have no argument. And I said, all right, I'm going in such a place. I want to take a detour, go to his house, be there for a few minutes, and bless him and go on our job. So I went there. First, routine is welcome. Welcome was pretty large welcome, huge. He has already invited every friend he could. I said, oh my God, he's going to be here, what, Gurdwara or what? But anyway, I said, what, he has a faith, he wants me, he loves me, let me stay here, why should I bother? We stayed there, and then he wanted me to have a tour of the house. Then I had a tour of the house. Then he said, I want to show you something special. I said, what is that? Then he showed me a powder room. It was 30 foot long, 8 foot wide. Nobody has that kind of powder room because nobody's that insane. After looking at that powder room and everything, I just asked a question. I said, where is the Guru's room? He said, what do you mean Guru's room? I said, in this house, where is the Guru's room? He said, we have not yet decided it. I said, you have decided to invite me, you have decided to invite everybody, and there's not yet a Guru's room? I said, okay, let's shake hands, thank you. I'll see you. But sir, we have cooked food. I said, I was very hungry when I came. I said, now I feel like vomiting, so let me go. Don't interfere with me. He said, why? I said, man, you don't know me. I love Guru. If anything I do can install in anybody's heart, Guru, I'll do it. But here you have slapped my face. You have invited me with so much love, told me it's so good, and showed me a powder room, 30 feet long, 8 feet wide. Nobody in the world has it. And is your wife is so tall and long that she powders all the way walking in this, and she has to do an exercise and a medical situation? And you don't have a Guru's room? He said, please, please, which room you think should Guru room? I said, master bedroom. He said, well, we are supposed to live there. I said, why you have to supposed to live there? Huh? You live in this powder room. It's pretty long, 30 foot by 8 foot. Don't you tell me that? And husband and wife can go back and forth in 1 hour. You will have done all the exercise, it'll be all fine and you'll be all powdered up. And make the master bedroom as Guru's room. I said, condition agreed? Yes or no? He said, I have to ask my wife. I said, well, you ask your wife, when the decision is ready, call me. चलती को गाड़ी कहें, जले दूध को खोआ, रंगी को नारंगी कहें, देख कबीरा रोआ. What that moves, they say it is still. What is solid, they say it is lost. You know when milk, you heat it, it becomes solid koa. They say it is lost. Koa means lost. Rangi ko narangi kahe. The orange has a color, they say it is without color. When Kabir saw all this, he wept. Kabir says, it is his own words. Because we always present non-reality as a reality. We say God is everywhere, then say, give me $25, I'll show you a path to find out God. And if you don't believe and work with me on an individual basis, take my book. What a commission way to live. You think God is that nuts and that unintelligent and insensitive that He can get into your business? No, my friends, if you have come tonight, don't come tomorrow. If you are not awakened to the consciousness that you can never find God, it doesn't matter who promised you and to what extent. You will only find God when you start finding within you that you have a soul. and that is your part God. When you shall relate to the soul, God shall relate to you. That's the law. And that is unchangeable law. And when you relate to your soul, you will see your soul in your enemies. Then you won't be corrupt. When you won't be corrupt, you will be correct. Then you shall speak the truth. Learn it or understand it. Then you will become kind and compassionate. And then you will understand what Guru Nanak said. Jap aad sach, jugad sach, hai bhi sach, Nanak hosi bhi sach. Meditate. In the beginning there was truth. Through the time there was truth. Now is the truth, and truth ever shall be. You are not mantrahin, you have the Guru Mantra, Vaheguru. You don't have to beg and borrow and ask. You have to not to pay for it. It is yours. Vaheguru Guru Mantra hai, jap home koi. When Vaheguru Guru Mantra hai, when you will meditate on it, your ego will go away. And why the ego will go away? When ego will go away, God will come in. It's a substitution. Name da home naal virodh hai. Ego has definite, because ego limits you and God is infinite. Ego and the name of God are at war. Now, don't bas ek thain. Both don't live in one place. You can serve your ego or you can serve your God. If you serve your soul, you will be as vast as God is. Then you won't say I, my, mine. Then you'll start saying thou. So long you think this body belongs to you, it doesn't belong to not you at all. But the day you find this body belongs to God, and you will be in gratitude with the Guru, you will immediately find peace. A lot of people asking me, well sir, I have been a Sikh, I don't find peace. You don't find peace because you have not dedicated your ego to God. One simple thing, when we come before the Guru Granth, we bow our head, we give it to God. It's a simple way. It is in this surrender, resurrection is achieved. You mean to Jesus Christ would have resurrected? Are you kidding? No. He got to be nailed on that cross. He was not Christ. No. He was Jesu the carpenter. Worse than that, the thief. When the decision came, let the thief go or let the Jesus go, Jesu go. They said, let the thief go, hang this guy. What do you think of that? Justice by your own peers, right? Jury. There was a jury. The Roman governor called loud. He said, oh, you Jews, oh, Israel, here is this one of you. Here is this guy. I prefer to hang that man because he had done a lot of crime against the state. He has hit the local police. And offense against peace officers is greater than offense against the ordinary man, though the ordinary man pays for the peace officer. You understand what I'm saying? They say, no, this Jesu, hang him. And that guy, let go. Isn't not a fact known to all of us? And they hung him. And they didn't hang him, didn't tie him with ropes, they nailed him. So he may be badly hurt. And they told him, hey you, king of the Jews, whose father has many mansions. And they abused him. Why should I repeat all those abuses? They are very ugly. And they told him, hey, you walk on the water, right? Now you fly in the air. They made mock at him. They put a throne on his head. They drag him through the street. Isn't that all this week was about? Right? Look at that guy, that carpenter. He looked to the heavens, where his consciousness was. And he said, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they are doing. Well, if this cup pass, fine. If not, okay. That's how today 5.5 billion people and 1/4 of the wealth of the world is held in the name of that carpenter alone. You understand? When the Pharaoh ordered from everywhere the name of Moses be eliminated, can you name the Pharaoh? The king of the Egypt? None of you. But Moses you all know. Even Guru Gobind Singh in his language, Tumo Sarv ke Isa, he calls Isa and Musa. Isa is Jesus, the Christ is called Isa, and Hazrat Moses called Musa. This is all the category from Hazrat Ibrahim. You don't know your history, but anyway it's fine with you. But that's the history of the West. Guru Gobind Singh celebrates the word Isa and tell God, you are the Christ of the universe. And also, when at Mecca, Guru Nanak was questioned, is Hindu better or a Muslim? And Guru Nanak, Baba ke Hajiyan, शुभ कवना बाजों दोवें खाली. Guru Nanak said to both the people who came for the pilgrimage, without good acts, without conscious acts, neither Hindu is good, nor Muslim is good, nor Christian is good, nor a Buddhist is good. The life is a conscious living, not emotional, commotional, and not the games. If you want to play the game, play the biggest of all. Correct your psyche. Balance yourself. And in the face of temptation, relate to your soul. Now question is, what to do with our chakras? Drive car with it. You have 7 steering wheels in you. Let me tell you in your language, because the difficulty you don't understand the language otherwise. You have 7 steering wheels with you, and you have a protected coated shield which is called the arc line, a part of the aura. You have 10 motor engine service numbers which has 10 gear transmission called 10 bodies. And you are a material evidence on the road of ecstasy. If your gas, water and battery will go out of focus, you will sit and rot, have every car which you see junked out in New York highways. You know what happens to those cars? They don't have tires. They don't have anything. They sit there, and even city doesn't want to take them away because it costs more than that value. That is what you can be if you are left on this path of consciousness and doesn't make it. Am I wrong or right? I am right for the moment, but when you're going to go out of Guru Ramdas ashram, I'm going to be wrong, you're going to be right. That's how we balance ourselves. Every day you come in, I am right, you are wrong. When you go out, I am wrong, you are right. That's why I have to speak every night. So we'll speak tomorrow night again. Somebody told me, why you lecture and listen to those people and speak so much truth. Yesterday I spoke very good in that Gurdwara. The lecture is wonderful, it's on faith. And it just came through me, God's grace. And I spoke. Hallelujah. Wow. Hey, Sat Peter,
Yes, sir.
do I see you in the center?
I think so, sir.
Who you are with?
It's Gopal Singh, sir. You translated Guru Granth Sahib. He's the governor of Goa.
Is there turban on his head?
Yes, sir.
You have taken a picture in such a way I can see him and not the turban. What you have done to it?
They took the pictures.
I know. I understand. Is a blue turban?
Yes, sir.
And because there is a painting behind, so it merges with that. Even sometimes picture has a way to express itself. God bless you. I'll write him a letter of thanks because he has entertained a good Sikh. Cookies will be served. Hey, tonight, this is American spelling NIT night? NIGHT, oh, folks, don't mess the English to that extent. It didn't do anything wrong to you. After class for Guru Prem Singh's 32nd birthday. Where are you, Guru Prem? Oh, Frenchie, you wrote it? Oh, see, so that is okay. That's nice. I'm just doing all these messages, believe me or not. Smog pancakes? What are those? I think smog is something which bothers the air.
The jalapeno pancakes that we eat.
Okay, small pancakes are smog. Really smog? Okay, smog pancakes, anti-smog pancakes will be sent after class on the occasion of Sat Karam Kaur's 33rd. Oh my God, everybody's getting seniors. There are seniors' birthdays, as I put it. So everybody's supposed to participate. Okay, sing the song. Come on, quick. Guide your way on. Hey, are you ever going to guide your way on? Are you going to sing it all your life and makes no sense to you? You know, we never finish one class when we don't say, guide your way on. When are you going to do it? Let us fix a date, huh? Blessed are those who love in peace and live, and they are meek and humble and in gratitude, and they dedicate their pain and their pleasure to God, the giver of all, consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, and always shine through the grace as human and help others to uplift their soul. Satnam. progressing more than I thought.